This week, I'm in Quebec, Canada. It's the first week of February 2019. It's cold, damp, and the wet snow's coming down sideways. Despite the nasty weather elements, I'm going to check out old Montreal and get a look at the city from above. Built around its namesake, Mount Royal, the city of Montreal has been home to Le Cartier Barbershop, dating back to 1966, when its original owner, Willie Prohl, opened shop. In 2006, Willie sold the shop to Mario, and today Mario has invited me to join his crew of master barbers at work. While I'm here, I'm going to be staying in downtown Montreal, while the crew will be staying just a few minutes away at a nice place with its very own barbershop on site. I'll be sure to sample some of the local cuisine. Back in 2008, I opened the first head shop barbershop in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. As a master barber, I take great pride in my profession. As a craftsman, I have a good sense of the kind of service most men seek, at least in my hometown. Now I'm curious to explore and see what's happening in different barbershops around the world. I want to see the kind of styles and service men demand in their grooming and fashion in different countries around the globe. My name's Cedric Small, and I'm the Global Barber.
How are you?
Good to meet you. Thank you for having us. How are you, Willie?
Anthony, nice seeing you again.
Good to see you.
Thanks a lot for what you did. It's super child. Thank you.
Today we're with Mario at Le Cartier Barbershop in Montreal, Quebec. So how did you get into barbering? How did you get started?
Well, my father is a barber. So when I was a little kid, my mom used to send me with him just to be away from fighting with my sister at home. So that was kind of my summer camp. And I was about 15 years old, 14. I used to, start passing the broom, do shampoos, stuff like that. And bit by bit, I wanted to become like my dad. I wanted to prove that I'm able to do such a good job like he does. So bit by bit, I started bringing my friends from school, give them free haircuts or whatever, and before you know it, I was a kind of barber.
Whereabouts was that?
That was in Lebanon before I immigrated here. So in January 1990, that's when I came over here.
And then How long did you work before you bought the business here?
Right after I came here, I found a job right away. It was like less than a week, and in a barbershop, and I worked there for 15 years, same place. And after that, I decided it was about time to get my own barbershop. And I started looking, saw a few businesses, and I chose this one. It worked out with Willie, and that was it. It's been about 13 years now.
So Willie, that works here, when did he first open this barbershop?
He opened the business here about 52 years ago, in 1966.
Yeah, my name is Willie Tron. I'm 87. And I started the business in 1967, actually 66, I should say.
And that was, he asked me if he could keep working a few days a week. I said yes, for sure, no problem. I was hoping he would stay a couple years at least until, I get on my, get used to the whole thing. And 13 years later, and he's still here, thank God.
When I came to Canada, I spoke just a little English. It was what I call school English. But I learned it, like everybody else. It was not challenging for me because I learned ladies and men hairdressing. So that was helpful for me to attract the long hair, Lots of people were not able to do it in those days. Men like to have long hair in those days. Originally I come from Austria, very close to Vienna. It's a smaller city called Wiener Neustadt. It's 40 kilometers south of Vienna. It's a well-known city because Porsche started in my city as well. Ferdinand Porsche. During the war, I wanted to be in the airplane business, but it didn't work. The war finished, so I had no chance to go there. So I chose the next best thing. This would go to be a hairdresser, I learned both that time, men's and ladies hairdressing. Then when I came here, I just was in the men's hairdressing because there was more money in the ladies, but my wife didn't want me to work with ladies in those days.
Are there a lot of barbershops in downtown Montreal?
In downtown Montreal, not too many. As I said, all the new ones that they open, most of them, they open unisex places, more for both, so they don't want to lose on anyone, so more business probably. But as a barbers, not too many downtown. Maybe if you go more towards the suburbs, and you'll find more. But here, I don't see much of a competition around.
Is this the oldest barbershop in the city?
I would say, if not the oldest, it's one of the oldest. We're talking 52 years, same location. It should be up there.
Is there a time when you see you might retire?
Well, right now, as long as I feel healthy and I like to do it, I do it. Like to say, you never know what's tomorrow, You're here today and you come tomorrow. That's a saying, we don't know when it's tomorrow, huh?
So now this year you start confidence that now you start having like difficulties inside of you.
Montreal has the most restaurants per capita in Canada, and second only to New York in North America. Nothing says Quebec cuisine like poutine, and here at Poutineville, you can customize your own order. Bon appetit. Maybe do almost skin here, maybe a 2 here.
Okay,
Good.
yes.
Barbering becoming more trendy, or haircuts and styles? Are guys getting more beard trims now?
Yes, I noticed the last maybe 4 or 5 years, especially when it comes to beard, it's becoming more in style. A lot of young guys would grow beard, would like to have beard, groom, even shaves, hot shaves. So we kept all that. It used to be very popular maybe back in the days. At some point, it kind of calmed down a bit, but recently, it's like the end place to be. A lot of shaves, a lot of beard grooming, yes. And for haircuts, yes, of course. It's usually around maybe 10 years or so. The style will change, and then after 10 years, we'll come back, and obviously with a little modification into it. Like I remember, long time ago was long hair. Prior to that was very short hair, and then it's like a cycle, keeps going back and forth.
And what do you see the next trends? What's the next trends coming that you see happening?
I would say I think it's going to be more on the long side, because it's been a while now on the short side or the fades and stuff like that. So in a few years, I expect to be more on the long side.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. More feathered back, 70s, 80s.
Kind of.
Yeah.
With some modification, which we'll wait and see what's going to be like.
And what's your clientele that come in here? What type of people? Businessmen, students?
Yeah, well, since we're right in the middle downtown Montreal, there's a lot of offices, a lot of businessmen. I would say maybe 50-60% of that businessmen. Maybe 25-30% students. We have a couple universities right next to us, so get a lot of students, and obviously some residentials from the neighborhood.
And is your shop growing? Is it with the barbering side? Do you find a lot of men are coming to the barbershop?
I think so, definitely. As I'm saying, it's becoming more like a trend to go to a barbershop more than to a salon or a unisex place. They want the real thing, the real stuff. The hot shaves, a lot of people asking for hot shaves, fades. See, some type of haircuts, hair salon, which are not professional 100% for men, they have difficulties maybe with some haircuts, some fades, some very short haircuts. Definitely, rarely that they would do hot shaves, and that's our big advantage.
Is it hard to find a place to get a shave in Montreal?
A little bit, not quite easy, no. Because the shaves, hairdressing school and barber schools, they don't, well, there's hairdressing schools. They don't teach exactly how to give hot shaves, some question of insurance or whatever, blades and stuff. So you have to learn it kind of on your own. And we lack finding good professional barbers to work here. We're having problem with that. Every time we look for barber, we ask for experience, and that's very difficult nowadays.
What is your philosophy of barbering?
I think just do the best to get the client satisfaction and get the best out of it.
When men come into the barbershop, do they know what they're looking for? Or are men a little confused? Do they know the styles? Or do you kind of have to help them, educate them?
Most of them, they know exactly what they want. They know what they're looking for. It's my job to explain to them up to a certain extent what suits their hair, what I could apply on their hair, because not every haircut you see on the picture you could apply to every hair. So we have to work out like a common ground between us and to find exactly what he's looking for and what he could come up with.
And when guys come into the barbershop for the first time, if they've never been to a real barbershop like yours, how do they feel leaving, not been to a barbershop?
Usually they're very satisfied. See, it's a plus for me if they would go and try a salon or hairdresser, and then once they come here, that's when they could really compare and they could see the difference. And usually we gain them for good.
What is your drive in barbering?
You meet a lot of people every day, different people. There's something that makes you feel really happy when the client is very satisfied at the end of the job. So that's it for me. I got what I want. I'm glad. I'm very happy of that. And obviously, no headaches. You leave work, you forget about everything. You're peace of mind. No worries about. You don't think about anything once you're out of here. And then it's the opposite. I look forward to come to work every day because I know I'm gonna enjoy it. It's gonna be another good day.
With today's ever-changing styles for men and fashion, how do you stay on top? Do you do research, or how does that work?
Yeah, obviously, always try to get what's the styles, what's the recent styles, and clients help me out, obviously. A lot of young clients who come out always with new styles, and which I already, let's say, checked about it or seen it online, and try to perfectionate it.
Yeah, and I think what I've noticed in just Montreal in general, it is a fashion hub for men's fashion, women's fashion, or fashion in general, and that's what I've noticed. I see haircuts, so there's a lot of great hairstyles in the city.
All connected, yeah. It comes all together.
Yeah. Well, thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you having me here at Le Cartier Barbershop.
It's a pleasure.
It's great meeting you.
It's a pleasure. Likewise. Thank you.
So all your years in barbering, what's been the best?
Well, I must say,
about barbering?
it's the nice people that I met in all my time. There's so many well-known people and nice people, And this is what keeps me all going,
Well, it was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too, and good luck to you,